Matt Snyder tapping in with us now this AM. And Matt, back a month ago, I was in Chicago. The folks there, they were not happy with how much the White Sox were losing on that historic losing streak. But then we get last night a win, and despite that, the fans are still not happy. I'll play that sound for you now. Yeah, Matt, how do you feel about that? 120 losses, I guess the fans wanted one more for the record.
Yeah, my first thought is that's pretty funny to see a few home fans there booing the team for winning. Secondly, yes, I think part of it was obviously there were a few more fans there than they have had the last several games. So obviously they were thinking, I'm going to buy a ticket to history. I'm going to see the historic loss. And it looked like they were right on the verge of that, trailing going into the 8th inning. And then somehow the White Sox found a way with the help of the Angels, who are also very bad, just not quite as bad as the White Sox, by the way. But yeah, I think it was part of that. The other thing is, this fan base badly wants Jerry Reinsdorf to sell the team. He's not going to. Major League Baseball is not going to force him to sell. But I wonder if some of that sentiment is, let's lose as many games as possible to make this as embarrassing as possible for Jerry Reinsdorf, and hopefully he'll try to do things differently. Now, it's not going to matter. He's not going to do things differently. He's not going to sell the team. But I wonder if some of that sentiment is there.
Yeah, I just never thought we'd see the days of booing in that type of situation. But it is funny. I think it's enjoyable, and of course, more opportunities to still get that loss and get the record. Meanwhile, the Padres, they have the best record in the Big since the All-Star break. They clinch a playoff spot, and they're now only 2 games back of the Dodgers to win the division. Do you think they'll get there?
Probably not. Still 2 games back, but they do have the tiebreaker. Now they're 8-3 against the Dodgers so far this season after that win last night. So they kind of own the Dodgers right now, and they are. I think you could make an argument that they're the best team in baseball right now with the way that they're playing. They lost the first game heading out of the All-Star break to fall to 50-50. They're 41-16 since then. If a team came out of the gate to start the season 41-16, we'd be talking about if they're one of the best teams of all time. That's how good they're going right now. And they were not at full strength in the first half. Xander Bogaerts was hurt a lot of the time. Manny Machado was coming off an injury. Fernando Tatis Jr. went down. The rotation was ravaged by injuries. They're full strength right now, and they have every aspect of a World Series champion. They have a deep and powerful lineup. They have a great 1 through 4 in the rotation. They have a very good back end of the bullpen. If they can get Robert Suarez fixed, now he got bailed out by the triple play last night, but he needs to get things going. But they look so strong right now. I just think in order to win the division, they've got to sweep the Dodgers, and then there are 3 games after that. It's a tall order, especially because the Dodgers go to Colorado after this, and the Rockies are terrible, and they're probably mailing it in by now. They need a lot of things to go right, but when they go to the playoffs, they're going to be one of the best bets to win the World Series.
Speaking of that triple play that you just brought up that Miguel Rojas grounded into, Dave Roberts may be catching a little bit of heat now because of how that game ends with Shohei Ohtani sitting in the on-deck circle, and you get a triple play that not many people expected. Do you think Roberts should have done something different to maybe make sure that Shohei would get a chance to bat?
Man, no, I can't. I mean, I suppose the call would say, since they were down 4-2 and there are 2 runners on with nobody out, you bunt to put the runners in scoring position for Ohtani. But I don't know. A bunt can lead to a disaster. You can pop it up and hit it into a double play. I don't think anybody was predicting that they were going to hit into a triple play to end the game before Ohtani came up. So that's second guess. That's as strong of a second guess as I've ever seen before. No, I can't. Any of these people, I would be surprised if in the moment they were saying, oh, you have to bunt. Now, if they were, then I'll give them credit for that and say, hey, maybe that was the right call. But I'm not going to go down that path. No, I'm not going to second guess him on that at all.
Yeah, maybe like a 1% chance that a triple play would happen in that situation, and that 1% hits right then and there.
It had to hit right to Manny Machado with his arm for that to happen. Anywhere else, that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, I think you run that back 100 more times, it doesn't happen again, but it does, and that's why Dave Roberts has to deal with that situation that we're dealing with right now. Meanwhile, the Guardians, they've clinched a first-round bye. They took the AL Central. How important is that for them as they try to make a playoff run?
It's still interesting as we work through this new playoff format. This will be the third year with this format. In the first year, 2 teams with byes lost. Last year, I believe everybody with a bye lost. And so we started to hear a lot of talk about, oh, the bye is bad. Well, in the first year, the Astros went 7-0 on the AL side after they had a bye. So it's hard to convince me that the bye hurt them somehow. So we'll see. There are some people that say if you have too many days off, you get rusty. This is an everyday sport. I look at this Guardians team, and they are so heavily reliant on their outstanding bullpen. It's the best bullpen in baseball, and they're going to need 4 or 5 of those guys to pitch almost every single day in October to win the World Series. I feel like the more days off for them, the more rest their arm gets, the better. But who knows? I mean, we're still, as I said, sorting through this rust versus rest thing on the new playoff format. So we'll see. I feel like, as I said, the extra days off will be better for the Guardians to get their bullpen arms some rest, specifically Emmanuel Clase, who has been the best reliever in baseball this season.
It's like you never know. Sometimes the rest works, sometimes it doesn't, and we'll see what the story is come this postseason. Matt Snyder, thank you so much. We appreciate you for your time and taking a look at that AL playoff picture of how things stand. Tigers and Royals feeling pretty good. The Twins 2 games back. Mariners, Red Sox, and Rays, not much time to try to make something happen as the playoff picture is just about to be set.